Did you watch the Odyssey yet? I did. I watched the Odyssey and I liked it a lot. I think it's probably top 5 Nolan for me. So I watched it in 70mm IMAX, which was fucking awesome. And watching it in IMAX was fucking sick. It was so cool. I booked really far ahead of time. So I had great seats. We were in the Chinese theater in Los Angeles, one of the iconic ones. We were right in the back in the middle and it was perfect. So I didn't have to move my head at all. It was sick and I liked it. So that was awesome. I think for me, things that I loved about it, all of the visuals were fucking sick. When they go to, I forgot the name of the underworld man. When they go and ask him, that whole visual sequence was fucking sick. Everything on the boat was awesome. The sirens were sick and the whirlpools with the giants was awesome. The Cyclops was fantastic. All the visuals were like genuinely 10 out of 10. And the visual aspect of it, the practical effects were so good. And the story was awesome. I mean, it's a classic story. I do think though, the dialogue was a little bit too dumbed down for me. Like when the opening scene is like him eating the lotus root, she goes, "You mustn't," and he goes, "But I want it." It's like, bro, what is this? What is this dialogue, man? I feel like it's being dumbed down for me. And like I don't know. I was like, it's a Greek epic in a way. And I felt like it was a little bit too simplified, or like dad and mom. I mean, I understand the choice, but I don't think I particularly enjoy that. Yeah, I don't know. It was just kind of, I'm not against it. I don't think it's a terrible choice, but I think for me, I would have loved a bit more of a thespian nature to it, a little bit more complex dialogue that would have felt like it would have suited the epicness of it. Apparently the translator of the version of the Odyssey that Nolan was using for the film hated it. Yeah, I mean, yeah. And I think, I don't know, the original Greek story is so fun and of its time, and I really love that. Like, I think if, like, when you follow Odysseus today from, like, the story as it was written by, you know, like Homer, he like, by a lot of modern standards, he'd be doing these things that were very questionable, and I would have loved to have seen that a little bit more, you know? Like Odysseus and his boys probably just like fucking a bunch along the way.
Not the way
like I think it
you'll be
makes
able to
Odysseus a
clock
more
the
interesting
timing of
character.
a-
I like it. I like these Greek characters when they are a bit more of the time and a bit more unlikable in a way. And so I think the culture, yeah, like a lot of the cultural changes that are done, like when Odysseus is kind of trapped on this 7-year island or whatever, like he has fucking kids with this lady, but obviously they cut that because it would kind of make it a bit, it would kind of ruin the way we see Odysseus as this kind of infallible character in the movie and the rendition of it. But bro was there for 7 years with Calypso. Bro would be fucking, you know what I mean? Like, and that's fine, because that's of the time I'm able to separate that. Look, if this guy's gone for 7 years and he doesn't even know if he's coming back, yeah, he's probably going to get balls deep in there, bro, you know? And so doesn't he? And I think he also fucks Circe in the original too, you know, and because he's there for a long time. And I get it that, look, we're there for like 20 minutes in the movie. So that one, maybe not so much, but at least Calypso, I feel like it would make sense and make Odysseus a more interesting character in a sense. But I don't know. I think maybe, I don't know. I like the story in the way that Nolan did it, for sure. It's definitely a cleaner epic. But I think these Greek stories are so messy, and that's what makes them so appealing, I think, in a lot of ways. These characters are never so straightforward in these Greek tales, and I think that's what makes it really exciting. So I think that's the only aspect of it that I felt was weaker. That being said, there were points where it felt like 3 hours for me. Like, I don't know. It took a while to get started, but I was so good though too. Like, there was never a point where I wanted to leave, but it definitely felt like 3 hours by the end. So I'm not sure. And to be honest, I loved everyone in it. I think obviously Rob Pattinson, again, I'm biased. I love him. The only person I felt like was, I don't know why I didn't like him. I just didn't like Tom Holland that much in the film. I don't know if that's just preference. He was not sure. I just couldn't believe Tom Holland as this character. I don't have any good critique or any valid criticism here. Just my feeling. You didn't like Matt Damon as Odysseus. I felt like, given it was Matt Damon, he did a great job. But I also understand that a lot of people just can't look past Matt Damon. So, yeah. I liked Anne Hathaway. But I also just love Anne Hathaway. I think she's great. But I believed her as this character very much. I felt she brought this desperation and this kind of, like, when she's breaking down with Telemachus, kind of saying that she doesn't fucking want him to be king. I thought it was awesome. I thought it was great. She did a great job in that. So generally, I really liked the movie quite a lot. But again, maybe top 5 Nolan. I still like Interstellar more. I still prefer Oppenheimer, I think. Dark Knight and The Prestige is better for me, I think. Not Dunkirk, though. Tenet, look, I love Tenet, again, because I will glaze my boy Robert. Inception. I like Inception, but I feel like Nolan is at his best when he doesn't get too mind Tenet got away from itself, man. I love Rob Pattinson. Also, bro called him the protagonist, and I just think that is the lamest thing ever. But I just like Rob Pattinson a lot. But I look, Tenet got away from itself, and you can't. It takes like 4 watches to understand the film, and even then you're like, I mean, I think I understand, but I don't get it. So I like it when he tells these stories like Oppenheimer or the Odyssey, where it's a bit more structured. I think he's better at that. But I like the Prestige a lot too, and that's kind of I love the Prestige. It's so good. But overall, I liked it a lot. And there was something so special about getting to watch it in a 70mm IMAX. Seeing the like flicker on the film was really awesome. I loved that. And it's just nice to see a movie like this, just because you think like, man, it's so cool when everyone really cares about cinema. I love cinema so much. I love getting to watch films. And it's so fun when we get this kind of like monoculture where everyone talks about one movie for a while. And I really enjoy that. I think I miss that a lot because everyone's kind of in their own world. And it's so fun when a movie like this comes around and everyone's talking about it. Everyone has an opinion. And I really enjoy that. The Cyclops roar in the IMAX cinema. There was one fucking volume. I think it was during one of the battles. And luckily I was behind a speaker that was mounted above me. So I didn't get ear blasted. But I swear to God, it was the loudest noise I'd ever heard in my life. And I was like, holy shit, rip the guy sitting below it. Insane, bro. Insane.